Good evening and tonight, viewers. It's Three Roads Gaming, here with more Let's Play Breath of the Wild. Last time... last time we finally escaped the Great Plateau. Today... we're heading towards Kakariko. I also want to knock out 36 shrines. 36? Hold on. Have 4 hearts. Need 9 more. Yes, 36. Anyway, this is Bushkala. The wind guides you. I'll take it. Anyway, if we got these gusts here, you can open your paraglider for good timey fun. Let's see here. And then this... I can't fathom why I would need to return to that area, but sure. Very thoughtful of them. And there's another treasure chest there. Going to jump from here. Hell yeah. Let's see, what can I drop? I want to keep the Korok leaf. Alright, Traveler Spear. There we are. I'll eventually be able to increase the number of weapons that I can carry. That'll be a bit off. Now... are? I wouldn't really call that resourcefulness. I just kinda used the fans that were there. As you do. Alright. And the EX things are all part of the DLC. Definitely want those Stamella shrooms. It's one of the few games where I sprung for the DLC. Take it. I want to collect these for a reason. A good reason, at that. Yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. The team that did this also did the Xenoblade series. Let's see what we got here. So if you're afraid you've been spotted, pay attention to the question mark over their head. If it fills up all the way red, you've been spotted. Okay, cool. I took out their lookout. They didn't even notice. Oh wow, a blue one. Well then. Yeah, if I stick them in the water, they'll die. That's the easiest way right now to kill the blue ones. Especially given that my heart loadout is not the best. And I don't have very good armor. Let's see what we got here. Alright. Now there are a number of ways I could cross this river. I could look for a raft and use my trusty Korok leaf to blow it across. Or I can just cry on it. A very eco-friendly way to travel. Alright. So I want to get over to that there. Tower there. There we are. Obviously, shield surfing is more or less beholden to gravity. So there is no uphill surfing. Which, I mean, makes sense. I already have one of those, and actually I should probably... There. There we are. Let's see, there's gonna be a blue one over there. Where'd you go, buddy? You can tell where they are from there. You're gonna go right back in there, ain't you? Oh, there's not even a treasure for me. Alright then, there's no reason for me to defeat you. Oh, a fun thing to do is this. He's gonna be super confused. We can just keep bombing him. This is always fun. I think that might be a better sword. Okay, he's dead. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's gonna be an upgrade. Soldier's broadsword. A really good weapon, which is another good reason I don't want to tussle with the guy. Alright, we want to get over to this. Give me a moblin up here. Is there a treasure up here? Is that a... Oh, okay, that's just a log. I was afraid that was like a blue moblin. Ah, geez, they found me. Alright, back to the Korok leaf. Oh, crap. Alright. Let's eat some fruit. Alright. Boop. Yeah, you don't want to get in a combo with the Korok leaf. Let me switch to the Traveler's Sword again. Alright. Push this here. Ah, jeez, he kicked it. They're not supposed to be this smart. Okay, another thing I can do is you can use your stamina to make a slower shot. Alright. I was able to win without pushing them into the water. Though it's very satisfying to push them into the water. There are several types of enemy. Some of them can survive the water. But goblins and moblins cannot. Alright, Dueling Peaks Tower. Alright. There are a few towers where you basically have to approach from very high up. Because or you gotta have a lot of stamina, or a lot of stamina restoring food. Generally, this is one of those games where every puzzle has like 4 or 5 different answers. Well, let's get this tower. Because that'll awaken some map. And it gives us a really good vantage point. For shrines, which I want. By the way, it can rain, and that does make it really difficult to climb. But even if it's raining, you can still climb the tower without issue. Which makes sense. There's actual handholds on there. You can actually grip all the way around it. Whereas on a mountain, you're just kind of grabbing whatever's there. Now we can warp to this tower, and now that we have a paraglider, warping to a tower is actually a very good idea. And there's another tower right there in the distance, as is a shrine. Excellent. Yes, Kakariko is in the Dueling Peaks region. And now we have a Sheikah sensor. We can search for shrines, which is very handy. The only downside is that it doesn't tell you, like, verticality. So, if you're just getting all kinds of Sheikah sensor action, and there's nothing doing, well then, try looking above or below. Alright, let's see. There's a shrine. I think I know what shrine that is. That's kind of annoying to get to, but still. Let's see here. Over here. Seems to be the only shrine I can see from here. Over here, it's just mountains. I know which shrine it's pointing me at. I'm going to go there later. Much later. Well, maybe not much later, but definitely later. Alright. Get a rush room. Huh. That's a Lizalfos swimming in there, by the way. They are not immune to... Oh, this guy. I can sell stuff to people. You can sell stuff to any merchant in the game. This is not Undertale, thankfully. There we are. That's a nice... This isn't one of those games where you necessarily need to buy what they sell. Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to scare you there, buddy. Okay, I'm gonna deal with that one shrine later. Because I know what the gimmick of that shrine is, and I don't really feel like dealing with it. Honestly, I kind of wanted to lure that monster over to that guy. Essentially, if you run into a civilian that's being attacked by a monster, and let's get some fish. Staminoka bass. There we are. Basically, if you run into a... There we are. If you run into a civilian that's being attacked by a monster, you can actually save them and they will reward you with something. That's a torch. Gonna want one of those later. How many... I got fire arrows. There we are. There we are. Haha. But yes, you can use a fire arrow on those bomb barrels and, well, it'll explode them. So, basically, I think each monster gives, like, 3 drops. There is a rare drop, a common drop, and a medium drop. It's definitely better than some stuff I'm toting around. I don't really need that many two-handed weapons. But yes, anyway. Yes, the rarest drops are more likely to come from the rarer of the monsters. I don't think the red bokoblins can give you bokoblin butts. Butts? Guts. Alright, let's take out Ha Dahamar Shrine. I think this one's the water guides. Maybe. Water shields? Water something. The water guides. Wow. I played this game a bunch, so I've kind of memorized it. Anyway, it's just kind of like an advanced Cryonis tutorial. Lets you know you can do this with Cryonis as well as just the vertical pillars. Oh, this one. This one's fun. Let's see here. Start by dropping one there. I might have to move that one closer. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move it closer. Ah. Maybe move it further out. Alright. And then drop one right there. Excellent. That was a whoops. I think, though, it's still gonna keep my... Yes, it's still keeping my... There's the treasure chest. Well, the ball's in there. It doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter what I do now. See what we got in here? Maybe a gem of some kind. Ooh, purple rupee. Rupees are actually pretty rare in this game. They are not the... I mean, you're gonna get rupees through the selling of things, not so much the finding them on the ground. Alright. And before we call it an episode, I will show off the stable. Just 34 more shrines to go. Also, now those spikes are gone. So that's good. Anyway, this is our very first stable. We can rest here if need be. Also, we can run into this guy, Beetle. He'll sell us arrows.
Wow.
Also, we can sell armor. You can't sell armor you're wearing. I'm never going to use the old shirt or the well-worn trousers, so I might as well sell those. See anything else to sell? You can also sell cooked meals. I believe a gourmet meat skewer will actually sell for a decent amount. But I don't need a lot of money yet. I do want to buy up a bunch of arrows from him, though. There we are.
Oh. Oh. Ah. Ah.
Maybe I can listen in from the other side. Where is...
Hoy!
It's still like right here.
Ah. Oi. Ah.
They're gonna give us a quest.
Oh. Oh.
Sure.
Ah.
The little twin steps over the little river. Alright, so we'll find out about that later. Yes, we can rest here. There's always a cook pot. There is always a shrine near one of these, so you can warp back to one pretty quickly. Get some wood. You use wood to make a campfire if you need to pass the time. But yes. Anyway, I believe I will call it here. Next time, we will depart from the stable and go to Kakariko Village. This has been Three Roads Gaming. Sure, I'm glad the road brought you here. Hope it brings you back my way again soon. Have a good one, everybody.